Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Karen. I am a brand new low income biweekly budgeter cash envelope stuffer. So if you're interested in that type of thing, I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining me on my journey to try to be debt free and a little bit more secure in retirement. Today I'm going to be going over my budget and how I set things up, and just a bit of background. Bi-weekly budgeting for me is getting paid every other week. I know some people say bi-weekly and they mean twice a month, but for me it really is every other Friday. So and I do budget per paycheck, and I do almost zero-based, not quite zero. And I'll explain that as I go. But I just want to preface this video by saying that everybody's budgeting style is different. Everybody's needs are different. The way they manage their money, the way they prioritize things. So there's not one way to budget. There's not one size fits all type of thing. So I just want to preface it with that. And I do welcome your comments, of course. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the description box below. I do try to respond to everybody, and I would just ask that you be kind. So anyways, with that said, let's get started. This is my budget planner that I'm using. It's just an old Happy Planner cover that I'm repurposing on some discs. I kind of go through my whole setup in my setup video. I'll try to link it up here for you if you want to watch that. But this is what I'm using, and I started in March. That's why it starts in March here. And then what I do on my monthly view is I write out my paydays. I highlighted them in green, and then I highlight this payday, and then in the same color highlight I use to mark the bills that I'm paying with this paycheck. So since we're in June, today is June 1st, and I can already see what I'm getting paid tomorrow, June 2nd. So we'll go ahead and set up my June budget, and I'm getting paid tomorrow, June 2nd. So let me get a highlighter. Let's just use this color. So I'm going to highlight this payday for June 2nd. And then with this check, I'm going to be paying all of my bills that are coming due before my next payday. So that would be all of these bills. So my Cricket, my Visa credit card, my gas, like heating for our house, our water, our internet, and my Amazon credit card are all going to be paid with this paycheck that I'm getting tomorrow. And then when I get paid on the 16th, I'll do another video, hopefully, and I'll highlight this in a different color, and then I'll highlight all of these bills in this color. So we'll get there next pay period. So once I have my bills that I'm going to be paying, then I use my biweekly budget worksheet, and this is something that I created in Excel, and I have for my income and for my giving, because I take out my giving first before I do anything else, and then I do my bills. So my bills here that I'm going to list here are all of these in this like peachy pinkish color. I'm going to list here, and this money I'm going to leave in the bank because I pay these online. Everything else, my sinking funds, my expenses, and my savings, which I'm not doing here, and I'll explain that as I come to it. Everything else I pull out in cash for my cash envelopes. And before I write in here, because I like paper, I like paper planning. I like having things on paper. I'm just kind of, probably because I'm a little bit old that way, but I exported this into a PDF, and then I let me get my iPad, and then I imported it into GoodNotes so that I can write on here, and then I don't have to worry about, it's the same, so you can see. So I'm going to write on here because it's easier for me to erase if I need to adjust my numbers or anything like that. I do it all on here, and then once it's set on here, then I write it in here with my pen. So it might be kind of double the work, but I don't want to keep messing up these and having to erase it when I can do it on here. Yet I don't want to store everything on here because I like paper. So we'll go ahead and move over to the iPad. And then this is going to be for payday June 2. And my pay period then is going to be from my payday until my next payday is June 16. So my budget period is going to be through the 15th. So it's going to be 6/02 through 6/15. That's my budget period. So all of the money that's going out in this budget is going to just be for this 2-week period. And then when I get paid on the 16th, then I'll do this whole thing again for the next 2-week period. So my income is me, and I'm going to be I have $15.95 I'm working with. So one thing, and I can already see it in my account, so I know this is how much. And this is after like pension and retirement is taken out. And one thing that you won't see on my budget, or a few things that you won't see on my budget, is like my mortgage and car insurance and a few other things. Those come out of my husband's income, which I don't budget. And then also I don't like change. I like whole numbers. I don't like cents. So you're just only going to see whole numbers. And so my check or my pay amount was $15.95 and some change. So I round down. When I do bills or when I do anything outgoing, I round up. So say like I spend, $52.67 at the grocery store. I'm going to round that up to $53 so that there's always kind of a little, like the change will eventually build up in my account to, just add to a little bit of a buffer that I keep in there. So you won't see any change on my budget because I don't like it. It's just easier for me to work with whole numbers. Anyways, okay, so then my giving is going to be $160. And then let's see, get my calculator. I'm sorry if it's slanted a little bit. That's just the way I write. So I hope you don't mind that. So minus 160. So I'm going to have $14.35 to work with. Okay. And this is actual. That's not going to change. So my bills then are going to come from, like I said, these peachy categories. So I'm going to have, let's see, I'm trying to fit it all in here for you. So I'm going to have my Cricut, and that's $10, and that's $10 because it's automatically taken out. I'm going to have my Visa, and I'm going to do $100 to that for sure. That's going to be actual. My gas, I don't know because I don't have my bill yet. My water, I don't know because I don't have that bill yet. My internet is $75. That doesn't change. And then my Amazon credit card. It's kind of sloppy, but that's okay. Then my Amazon credit card, I'm going to throw $50 at, and that won't change. So I think my gas, because we haven't been using our heater very often lately, so it's probably going to go down. I'm going to just budget $40 for that. And then my water is usually around $80, so I'm going to keep it there. In the summertime, my water bill will go up because we're having to fill the pool and a little bit of landscaping and things like that. So those are the things that I anticipate right now. So let's see, these total 10 plus 100 plus 40 plus 80 plus 75 plus 50, 355. Let me just make sure. 10 plus 100 plus 40 plus 80 plus 75 plus 50, 355. Okay, so now I'm going to take 355 away from 1435. So back over here. We don't need this. Move this out of the way. So it's going to be $14.35 minus $3.55, and that's going to leave me $10.80. So now instead of going down to my expenses, I'm going to go over here to my sinking funds because it's important to me that I do put money away here. And I'm just going to figure out how much I need to put towards certain things. So for hobbies, I'm going to put 20. Kayla, I'll put 20. She's my daughter. I put money aside to help her if she needs anything, but now that she's graduated from school, she's picking up more hours at work, so she probably won't need much from me that way. Birthdays, I'm going to put 20 as well because I did dip into that a little bit for birthdays and I want to keep that up. Christmas is funded. Clothes, I'm not going to do anything this time around. Personal care, I'm going to put 20 to there. I'm also going to put 20 to car maintenance and 20 to pool supplies. And then I'm probably going to just do $10 for the dogs, and probably just do 10 for these things all the way down. So I have, let's see, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, times 6 is 120, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 60 is 180. Make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 times 6, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 60, yes, 180. So now I'm going to take 180 away from this 1080. So 1080 minus 180, oops, 1080 minus 180 is 900. So now I have 900 left to split among my expenses and some savings if I want to. So my groceries, we usually do 400. Fuel is usually 100. Food fund, let's see, I have some luncheons coming up at work. So I'm going to put 100 to that, and then I'm going to put probably 50 to miscellaneous. So that's 4, 5, 6, 50. So then I'm going to do 900 minus the 650, and that gives me 250 left over. So now I can put 250 towards my Visa up here if I want to pay it a little bit more, or what I think I'm going to do, because I also have some doctor's appointments coming up, is that I'm going to put a little bit, I'm probably going to put 100 here to medical. And then I'm also doing a 100 envelope or 52-week challenge where I made these little pockets. I made 52 of them and I numbered them 1 through 52. And then my goal is to finish this by the end of the year. Since it's a 52-week challenge and I get paid every other week, that amounts to 2 envelopes per paycheck. But since I started late, I'm kind of still playing catch up. So for the rest of June, so for the following 3 paychecks, I'm going to pull 4 envelopes. And then the amount, the total of the 4 envelopes, let's see, that I'm pulling for this pay period are these 4. So I'm going to write these here under my challenge. So I have 36, 32, 38, and 48. So these are the dollar amounts that are going to go into each envelope. So those total 36 plus 32 plus 38 plus 48. Those total 154. Okay, so I have, oops, sorry about, ew, the little bug. Okay, so my savings then total 254, which is going to put me over the 250 that I have left. So I'm going to take a little bit off of my medical and just make that 50. Oops, wrong line. Hold please. So my medical, I'm just gonna put 50 for my coming up copays. So then now it is am I still over? 150, oops, 154 plus 50, 204. So now I have 204 for savings. So 250 minus 204 is a whopping $46. So I think that's gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Make sure I did it right. 1595 minus 160 is 1435 minus 355 is 1080 minus 900, or oops, 1080 minus 180 is 900, and then 900 minus 650, 650 is 250, and then 250 minus 204 is 46. Okay, so I'm gonna put this $46. I'm gonna leave that in my checking account as a buffer. And then when I go to the bank, I'm going to pull out this. I'm going to leave the bills in. I'm gonna pull out this amount, and I'm gonna pull out this amount, and I'm gonna pull out this amount, right? For my envelopes. So those total 160 plus 180 plus 650 plus 204 equals 1194. So I'm gonna, oops, still getting used to this, guys. So 1194 will be what I pull out in cash. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and now, because I think this budget is gonna work for me this month. Hopefully my gas and water aren't too much over what I've budgeted, but that's why I keep a buffer in my account. And I also have, I'm gonna have more than $46 because I've been keeping a buffer in my account that's just kind of building a little bit and a little bit in case anything goes over. So I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm going to transfer all of this onto here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have transferred everything from my iPad onto my paper, which I like. So the next thing I'm going to do is do my cash envelope breakdown. So this is the money and the denominations that I'm going to be taking out of withdrawing from the bank. So I'll go ahead and put my amounts here. So giving is 160, yeah. And then hobbies is gonna get 20. Oh, that's kind of thin here. Let's, okay. So giving is 160. Hobbies is gonna get 20. Kayla is gonna get 20. And these, again, this is the same. I created this on a spreadsheet as well, and then exported it as a PDF and then imported it into GoodNotes so that I can reuse this over and over again without having to rewrite everything. And I've already put all my categories in basically the same order as it's going to go from here, from my sinking funds to the expenses and to my savings is pretty much the order that this is in. So Kayla is 20, birthdays is 20, and then personal care is going to get 20, car maintenance is going to get 20, pool supplies is 20, and then the rest are 10. Oops. Truck tags, Costco, Infinity, and Prime. Okay. And then groceries is 400. Fuel is 100. Food fund is 100. Miscellaneous is 50. And then here I have my 52-week challenge, which are these numbers from these little envelopes. So I separate them out on here because each envelope is going to get their own amount. So I'm not going to put a total of 150. I need to break down denominations by each envelope. So for my envelopes, then this one is 36, 32, 38, and 48. And then that's it. So now I go across the board or across my spreadsheet to figure out which denominations of cash that I need for each particular amount. So for giving, it's 160. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to make it bigger so that you can see. So let's see. We can't see the category, but we can at least see the amount. So 160, I'm going to need 100, 150, and a 10. 150, 60. This is just going to be a 20. This one's going to be 20. This one will be 20. This one will be 120. This is also 120. 120. These are going to be 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. For groceries, I'll probably do, let's see, 100. 250s would be 300. And let's see, 100, 200, and then let's do 10 20s, right? So 10 times 20 is 200 plus 100 and 100, so that's 400. Okay, and then my fuel, let's go ahead and do 250s. My food fund, that's 100. Let's do 20, 40, 60. Let's do 3 20s. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. 3 10s and 2 5s, right? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Okay, and then for miscellaneous spending, let's do 2 20s and a 10. And then for my challenges, 36 is going to be 20. Oh, what happened? It's going to be 20, 30, 35, and 36. And then for 32, it's going to be 20, 30, 1, 2, 20, 30, 35, 38, and then 20, 40, 45, 48. I think that's right. So now I'm going to tally everything and bring it down here to where it says total bill count. So my hundreds, I'm going to need 2 hundreds. For my 50s, I'm going to need 1. I'm going to need 5 50s. For my 20s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 10 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And then for my 10s, I have 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then for my 5s, I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for my 1s, I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. Excuse me. So hopefully I have totaled this all up. So this is $9. 5 times 5 is $25. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the amount multiplied by how many I need. So I'm taking 5 times $5. And then for the 10s, I need 14 of them. So 10 times 14, and that should be 140. And then for my 20s, it's 20 times 26. That should be 520. For my 50s, I need 50 times 5. So that should be 250. And then for my hundreds, I need 2. So that should be, oops. That should be 200. So now if I add these across, hopefully 200 plus 250 plus 520 plus 140 plus 25 plus 9 is 1144. And I'm off somewhere. Hold please. Okay. I forgot to add 50 for medical. You guys are probably screaming at me. It's 50 in medical. Anyways, so let me put this here, 50, and then I will add another 50 here, and then we'll just erase this and make it 6, right? 1, 4, 6. Yes, so 6. 50 times 6 is 300. So now if I add everything down, it's 1194. And if I add everything across, it should now be 1194. 200 plus 300 plus 520 plus 140 plus 25 plus 9 equals 1194. So now I am good. So now what I'm going to do is I have these. Where did I put them? Oh my goodness, I'm not very well prepared. Hold please. Okay. So I have these teller slips that I made these as well. I just did it on an Excel spreadsheet and I laminated it. So then I'm going to just take my Sharpie marker and I'm going to transfer these numbers, my bill denominations, onto here so that when I go to the bank, I can just hand the teller this and then she knows how much I'm withdrawing and the denominations that I need for each, or the quantity of the denominations that I need. So for my hundreds, I need 2, and that's going to be 200. For my 50s, I need 6, and that's going to be 300. For my 20s, I need 26, and that's going to be 520. For my 10s, I need 14, and that's going to be 140. For my 5s, I need 5, and that's going to be 25. And for my 1s, I need 9, and that's going to be 9. So let's just make sure again. 200 plus 300 plus 520 plus 140 plus 25 plus 9. That's 1194. And that's exactly how much I need to withdraw for my cash envelopes. So the nice thing about these now is that it's not smudgy, but you can use rubbing alcohol or fingernail polish and just put it on a cotton ball or something, and then you can just wipe it off and it'll come clean, and then you can use it the next time. So it's a nice way to, you know, not that this is a big piece of paper to be wasting, but you can use this over and over again. So I'm going to take this to the bank tomorrow, pull out the cash, and then I'll do a cash stuffing in my next video. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful or enlightening or entertaining. But if you have, like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the description box below, or not the description box, below the description box. I'm not exactly sure, but go ahead and leave any comments or questions that you have down below and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Like I said, this is my way of working through my budget. I hope I didn't go too fast. I kind of didn't want this video to be super long, but I feel like I'm just like blah, 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 going super fast. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll try to answer them. But this is how I set up my budget for the next 2 weeks, and that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Click the like button on your way out. I think there's going to be a little circle over here somewhere. If you just tap that circle, you can subscribe. And then stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing video next with the money that I pull from the bank for my next 2-week budget period. So again, I hope you like this video, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.